Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Operating from the gun. Lowry, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
And 9 yards to go. Ready, ready. Go, go. Greystone, travel. Shoot.
From the gun, Lowry. And he's got him in. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
218, chop it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, Lowry. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lowry. Pass, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 48 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. 30 base.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Protein spill.
Crunch.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I'm going back to you.
Get it.
On first down, Lowry, he's going to loft this one deep left side, and got his man complete. A gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back to throw. Lowry. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get them nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Ready,
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down.
To Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
80 weapons. Hey, Alpha.
Second and 9 now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
General West. Hey, high 7. Leo. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready? 8 read.
Max 15, Max 15. Like 15.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, Delta.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. It's a party now. It's a party now. Deuce.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. On first down, they'll start out with Matt. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Off play action. Lowry. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Looking to throw on second down. Lowry. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 34 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
All day, every day.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up.
And how about this? A fake. And this is caught. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, Taylor. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 2nd and 11. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch that. Check.
Hey, Echo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, lock it. Hey, wahoo. Ready.
2nd and 1. I was going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. Equanimous St. Brown, 44 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 10. At the Packers' 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lowry. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10.
Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Let's go. 8, read. Hey, exit.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Here we go. Mike 15. Mike 15. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And the Packers first down.
10 logo. You don't know no better. Shoot.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
I got 15.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right, let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
You ain't doing nothing today. 6'6", pull it high.
Joker.
Hey, zoom. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Rip left.
At their 49-yard line.
To throw on second down. Lowry toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Lowry, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Jet bombers, 22 jet bomber. Buzz.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
X3, 218, chop. Check 52. Like.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from nowhere to go? Here, he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, I 7.
From the gun, Lowry. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, Charlie. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Yes.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? They're going to need some therapy after this.
He's back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hit it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Get that ball.
Five.
On first down, Mack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run the screen with Mack. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Watch the slants, watch the slant. Check, lucky. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Shoot.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Don't get nervous.
2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Know your job.
Check, check. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say